Alright, we have another simple job here. We have a leak on this toilet. This is the cistern sitting on the back of a pan. It's been running and dripping down onto the floor there. Now this is because there's a washer, a seal between this and here, and it's come loose. Sometimes it has to be renewed. Now, if I show you and look under there, one second, you'll see there's some nuts around there, a little nut, plastic nut, see that there? Now if you tighten that down, a lot of times it will do the job for you. It'll just tighten you up and stop the leak. There's one on the other side as well. If you put your hand down the other side of the system, there'll be another one on the opposite side. And sometimes they just need tighten up with your hand. They're just plastic nuts, tighten them up, or sometimes they can be metal wing nuts. If they don't tighten up, then and the leak doesn't stop, then I'm afraid you've got to take the cistern right off and put a new donut washer in there. We call them a donut. It's a round rubber washer you'll get from any plumber's merchants. Put it back in there, put the cistern back on, and redo your nuts up on the back of the cistern, and you should find that that cures the job for you. But sometimes, for just some unbeknown reason, they just start leaking out of the blue. It can be it's been slightly moved, or been manhandled. If you've got kids, a bit not so easy with the way they work their system and move off. So it's just something to watch out for. So if you get water dripping down there, or if you see it in the front of this here, if I shine the light there, I don't know if you can see it there. Can you see the water there? It's coming out the front. Yeah, I think you can see it there shining back. That means you've got a leak with that donut washer in between the cistern and the toilet pan. And as I say, first order of the day, try tightening up the wing nuts like I've just done. Dry it all up with a tissue like so. Okay, dry it right up completely, and then try flushing it 2 or 3 times and make sure it doesn't come back. Okay, and if it doesn't, and you won't know now till the thing's filled up as well, and giving it a couple of good pushes, give it a good hour and come back and make sure that it's still dry there, and more importantly as well, that it's dried down there on the floor. As you can see how much that's been leaking down there. Okay, so dry it all off, and also really when you do, but just put your hand up on that wing nut under there. Don't worry about trying to film that. There's just a nut. Just put your hand up there and feel the bottom of the pan and see if it feels wet. Again, dry it all off with some Fiesta. You want to pull that back a bit, yeah? Just get some more Fiesta and just dry it off all underneath and make sure that it's nice and dry. Okay, a lot of times I say it will tighten up. If it won't tighten up, I'm afraid you've got to take it all off and put a new donut washer on there and put it all back, and you should be okay. Also, the other thing to check sometimes is the siphon through the cistern can come loose, and you may need to tighten it up as well before you put the donut back on. Alright, because that can sometimes be a problem if that's loose. So where that screws through the cistern, just check that is tight as well, because if that isn't tight, it can sometimes just drip past it and cause you a leak as well. So you've got to give that a little nip as well, perhaps if you're taking the whole thing off the wall. Alright, other than that, hopefully you'll be alright, and just tighten out and you'll be done. Okay, that's it from me. Thanks very much for watching.